Howdy folks, Steve Sweeney here with Headwaters for Heroes Outdoors. On this episode, we welcome back our great friend, Randal Reeder. You saw him in episode 1, he's back now in this episode. We enjoy having him out every chance we get. On this episode, you're gonna see our Purple Heart veteran, Stephen Land. Stephen Land lost both legs below the knees in Afghanistan, but you wouldn't know it to watch him as you see this episode. He gets around, he has a great time, he's just full of hope and ambition. Come along on the Lupita Ranch and enjoy.
It's the fourth season I've been here at Lupita Ranch. It's been great. Hunting's been awesome. Beautiful deer in the area. It's low fence, no fence. It's about as real hunting as it gets down here in South Texas.
It's always nice to have Headwaters for Heroes on the ranch.
So this weekend we're back out here at La Lupita after a successful hunt last year. We just didn't get the one we were looking for, so we came back here for a little bit of redemption.
We're really excited to be back down here at La Lupita Ranch with Headwaters for Heroes and doing Headwaters for Heroes outdoors, which is it's awesome because we came down here thinking we were going to do something else, and then we just fell in love with the organization back a year ago. And we were here with Steve Land a year ago and trying to put Steve on a buck, and it just didn't happen. That's hunting. And so he dropped him a nice doe for some meat and some javelinas for fun, and we had a great time. We fell in love with them and the organization. We love it down here.
Started off the weekend, horrible weather conditions. Hot, windy, just made hunting really tough. We were seeing a few animals, just nothing what we were targeting. Second day came in, morning sit was fun. We saw a few deer, just nothing we can get on, and came in for breakfast.
So yeah, I've been coming out to La Lupita for a little over 3 years, going on 4 years, and it's one of my favorite ranches to come to. They do a whole lot for Headwaters for Heroes. They host a lot of hunts out here. The staff's awesome. Joey, he's great, awesome guy. Always have a good time out here.
So we're back here this year, and we're gonna get us a buck. He's gonna lay one down. I know it. I just know it.
There was a front blowing in. It was still pretty hot, but we just decided with this pre-rut, we're gonna just give it a shot and head on out and give it a shot.
Went out in the morning, didn't see what we were looking for. Saw a couple of good shooters, we just couldn't get them in the light that we wanted. Had breakfast, regrouped, and ended up going right back out for an all-day sit.
That front blew in about 5 o'clock, and man, it got windy. It wasn't super cold, but it was really windy. We thought it was going to be a tough condition hunt again.
Had a big gust of winds and a little bit of light rain, so it made it challenging. So, you know, we've been out here all day, got a storm rolling through, last light, and about to pack it all up. And me and the guide look up, and here's this buck 20 feet away from us trying to get a drink of water out of the pond.
I don't know him to be a bad shot, but man, he pulled that trigger and I see dust fly, and I'm like, what was that?
I took that first shot and I thought that I missed. I couldn't see that I'd hit the pin. All I saw was the dirt come off, and it looked like I was about 40 yards short of where I was at, what I was aiming at. Threw me for a loop, but went ahead, racked another one in the chamber, and dropped him where he was at.
That was the one that we've been looking for.
Yeah, that was the deer we've been looking for.
So after we got back to camp, we actually reviewed the footage, and it turned out he didn't make a bad shot. He actually clipped a panel that was in between us and the deer, and it caused the ricochet. And I guess it opened up enough pocket for him to put another shot in right where he needed to, and deer folded.
When we started working with Headwaters for Heroes and we were introduced to them, we didn't really want to do anything else. So you know, my brother and I, we started talking to them about producing this show, Headwaters for Heroes Outdoors, and because it just fills us full of joy to see you know, to see them, you know, just having a great time and working through some of their problems, you know, with the organization. They do such a great job at helping them adjust with civilian life and all that by using the outdoors. It's so important, you know. I mean, what are we without our men and women who, you know, stand at the gates and protect us? And so to have organizations like this, you know, helping them out when they're back, and then also ranches like this, you know, La Lupita and these other ranches that partner up with the organization, it's so amazing and so important, and we're just honored to be a part of it. We're blessed to be here, and it's just it's incredible. And we thank y'all. We thank Headwaters for Heroes for what y'all do. And we thank you veterans, we just can't thank you enough for what you do for us and our country, and we love y'all.
I'd like to invite everybody out to our annual fundraiser in Harper, Texas. It's April 30th, 2022. This is where we raise all the money so we can travel and take these veterans and Gold Star kids out every year hunting and fishing. Keep in mind, it's at no charge to them. The ranches donate the hunts or the fishing trips, and then our volunteers come in and take care of everything else that goes on around it, so that our veterans and Gold Star kids can just really sit back and enjoy themselves. Like I said, we have one fundraiser, and that's where we do it. And it's going to be in Harper, Texas at the Headwaters Saloon. The auction will be online. There's going to be a lot going on that day. We have a sporting clay shoots, a challenging 10-station course. We'll be giving buckles for prizes this year. Then we're going to have a car show that will boast over 75 cars, probably knocking on 100 cars this year. We've got lots of vendors. We've got a motorcycle rally going on. We're going to have a barbecue, a crawfish boil, and then we tie it off at night with a live auction. Now there's live music all day as well, so it's a great time for all the family to come out.
Soldiers and their families, what they've gone through is something that I've never had to deal with. I can't really imagine it. And to be, I guess, part of the support staff is very easy for me. I think more people should do it. There's not a lot of organizations in the world or the state, the country, that have an impact on people the way that Headwaters for Heroes has. They do a lot of right. I guess we're on our 6th year, 7th year supporting Headwaters for Heroes. That length of time, we've seen a lot of people change for the better, and a lot of these guys have become very, very good friends of mine. When it becomes the friendly family side of things, it changes things, and that's why we are as supportive as we are, because at the end of the day, the Headwaters for Heroes group, an organization, it becomes a family, and that's what we stand behind, and what we support is that type of an organization, that it's not just about money, it's not just about fame. At the end of the day, you can pick up a phone and call any of these guys, and you know that they're there for you. The ranch will always support Headwaters for Heroes and veterans, active duty guys. We're here for you, just like you were there for us when no one was paying attention or worrying about anything. I appreciate what you guys have done, what you guys have sacrificed, and just know that there is people out there that respect you and care about you. Thank you guys.
We're back here at Lupita Ranch. If you remember from episode 1, our hunter Steve Land didn't get that big buck we were after. Joey Holland here at Lupita was generous enough to say, well, we're going to have him back. We're going to find that big buck for him. Saturday night, that norther blew in. The weather was rough, but one of those shooters stuck his head out, and it was kind of strange because Steve Land missed, and he's hunted with us before, and he's very accurate. And you'll see why he missed. You know, it was a fence that was in the way, and just didn't really see it. He was paying attention to the deer, but that second shot, he took him down. And you know, then that night we were sitting around the fire, if you wish, and just talking, and you know, just the generosity of Joey Holland. He says, well, we're not done.
Headwaters for Heroes means a lot to the ranch, means a lot to me, what these guys do. Some part of our lives on a monthly basis, whether it's on the ranch or on the island fishing or hunting. What Steve Sweeney and Headwaters for Heroes does for these guys, I've seen it firsthand. It makes a difference, and that's why we are a part of it and why we will continue to be a part of it.
You know, for Steve Land to come down here and not only get one, but two nice shooter bucks off the La Lupita. It's been an incredible hunt. The weather really was tough, but everybody hung in there, Steve Land was patient, and we can't thank our guides enough. The exciting part was Joey Holland himself actually sat with Steve Land this morning. It's rare that we have the owners of ranches actually go out with us, and that's just the type of person that Joey Holland is. We can't thank him enough. We can't thank the generosity, whether we're here hunting or we're down at South Padre fishing. He does so much. I mean, it's just a regular for us. We appreciate the partners we have in all these ranches, but more importantly, we really appreciate the partnership with Joey. La Lupita Ranch has been one of our ranch partners here at Headwaters for Heroes for several years now, and we can't thank them enough for the generosity of what they've given to not only our organization, but to our veterans and Gold Star kids. It's because of ranches like the La Lupita that we are successful. It's because of that we see the healing. This is what we get when we come to these partner ranches, and like I said, I can't say enough about Joey Holland. We've brought numerous veterans here. We bring a lot of Gold Star kids here to hunt. Even had a couple of Gold Star widows come down and hunt. And what you see in their change, especially in the kids, the excitement. It's a long drive down here to the far South Texas.
Glad to have Steve Land back. Last deer season, he didn't shoot bucks. I got him out this season and had 2 nice older bucks down on the ground. Looking forward to the next Headwaters for Heroes event. And I appreciate all they do.
Guys, what a great weekend, right?
It's been a great weekend.
Every time at La Lupita. Every time.
Yeah, I love it here.
I want to thank you for being here, Randall. Your support, man, has been phenomenal, and we can't thank you enough for being a friend.
Wow.
And a mentor, and then this endeavor that we've been on. It's great to have you back. We had you in episode 1, and here we are, episode 6. You're back with us, and it was a great weekend.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm always happy to be back here. I wish I could do this all the time like you do, So.
I still have to work to pay the bills.
Yeah, I hear you. So yeah, and so talking about, giving back and all that, you really give back, brother.
I do okay. I'm going to build them anyway. Build some guns, and more specifically long-range precision rifles. And Sweeney got together with me one time. He's like, this might be a good idea. And I thought, all right, cool, I'll do that. And the way it all happened is we were with another friend of Headwaters for Heroes, and he just gave me a raffle ticket, and I won a rifle and a raffle, and I was like, this is cool, but I already have pretty awesome rifles. I don't need this. But I told Steve, I was like, I'll donate it back, but it's not really going to make any money, and I'll put this money into it. We'll see what happens. And I thought we might make a couple grand on it, and I was wrong. We made like 12 grand, I think, on it. 12 G's on that one.
Yes, sir.
And then after that, it's, I try to outdo that gun every year, and it's a hobby anyway, so. And then it takes a lot of the Gold Star kids and widows and everything on their hunts and fishing trips.
Well, Steve's going to be humble about it. Steve's, with the guns he's built for our organization, whether we raffled them or auctioned them, has raised almost $35,000 for the organization. And people, when they come and they see it, it's like, wow, they got to have it. And then when you say a Purple Heart veteran built this, right, people are just they want to lay their hands on it. And it's been incredible for the organization. But this is where, like I said before in episode 1, when we first met Steve, he was quiet. He didn't say much to us. But he's come out of it, and I believe we've been a benefit to him. But he, I think, has been a bigger benefit to us. Spiritually, he's helped us, that we know we're on the right track. But that giving back of those guns, Steve, what you've done, the money that helps us take Gold Star kids especially, to take them out on their first hunts and then mentor them as they become older, it means a lot, man. And you're just such a generous individual. Randall, once again, we love you being here. We appreciate your being a part of this great thing we do.
Well, we're honored. Me and my brother are honored to be a part of this, and looking forward to next season.
Yes, sir.
Not a lot of people put forth the effort that Steve Sweeney and Headwaters for Heroes does for veterans and combat wounded veterans or Gold Star families. And I've been fortunate or not fortunate enough to deal with a lot of these guys, a lot of these groups. And there's a reason that Headwaters for Heroes is involved with our organization, whether it's on the ranch or at the beach on a monthly basis. It's because they do right by not only our veterans, but Gold Star kids and active duty guys.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this episode, and we want to thank Joey Holland at La Lupita Ranch for a successful hunt. It's been great being here. Our Purple Heart veteran Stephen Land took down not one, but two, as you saw, really nice shooter bucks here near Rameyville, Texas. I want to thank Randal Reeder for coming back and being a part of our mission here. And people, if you really like what you're seeing, see you next time.